I want to say a special thank you for the video that I posted on my main channel about 2 days ago. In the first 48 hours, it got over 16,000 hits. How to teach your dog to not bark is what the video is about. It'll be in the description if you haven't seen it. So today's question is a really common one and something that so many people struggle with, and I know that it's frustrating for so many people. So I'm going to try and give you some advice on this to help make it a bit easier for you. It comes from Marek. How do you get the attention of a hyper dog for a walk in a new environment? I make a lot of loose leash walking videos on my main channel as well, and I show so many different dogs. I don't think you should just have 1 or 2 loose leash walking videos if you're a teacher, because every dog is different, so you want to be able to show lots of examples. So I'll have some links in the description of the video to give you some more hands-on examples of proper loose leash walking, but I'm going to give you some tips in this one. There are some things that we must understand before attempting to teach a dog how to walk nice on a leash. First rule, get them tired. Let's take like a hyper lab, for example. I'm just going to imagine the worst case scenario, or a hyper pit bull, or, you know, just maybe a German short hair pointer. I'm picking stereotypically high energy dog. So all these dogs were bred to work with people at some point, and they were bred to have lots of stamina, lots of endurance, lots of energy, and now all of a sudden in the 21st century we have office jobs and we ask them to stay at home, so this can create issues. But don't worry, because there are things you can do even if you have a busy lifestyle. Always remember, if you've got a really hyper dog, those are the funnest, most exciting dogs in the world. They will do anything for you and with you. They crave human interaction, and they crave it frequently. So if you're the type of person who can embrace this, get ready, because you're going to have an amazing dog. Do something like play fetch with them in the backyard. If they don't know how to play fetch, see my main YouTube channel. I have several videos on that. If they're not a fetch dog but they still have a lot of energy, consider doing things like playing chase with them in the backyard, or keep away. That's a game that a lot of dogs love. Maybe take them swimming or take them to doggy daycare during the day. So use your imagination. If we haven't gotten that edge off of our dogs, that energy out of them before we teach them how to walk on a leash properly, it can be quite discouraging to them, because they're like, finally I get to go out, and then they realize they're tethered to a 5-foot leash to you, and they have to walk really, really slow. So you can imagine how that might be discouraging to our dog. And this is why so many trainers have resorted to using things like choke chains to discourage pulling, because when a dog pulls, they'll pop on the leash as to create something unpleasant around the dog's neck that discourages them from pulling. The first thing that you have to decide is, do you want a patch to the solution, or do you want the real thing? I'm going to give you some advice on how to actually teach your dog to walk on a leash and enjoy the process. You've got to choose optimism over frustration in training, because when you're frustrated while teaching a dog, it's kind of like hitting the rewind button on your progress. So you've gotten them tired. Now it's time to go and take them to the new environment and be prepared to teach them. Again, don't just assume they're going to be fine. They may still have some leftover energy, but they'll be easier to work with. You've heard me say in the past that 3 of the most important factors in teaching a dog are time, patience, and consistency. When teaching your dog to walk on a leash nicely, it's vital that we really embrace the patience part. Keep your expectations and your goals realistic. In the beginning, a reasonable goal might be to just get 2 or 3 steps in at a time with no tension on the leash. Another thing you can do is shift directions often, as I demonstrate in a lot of my videos. Reward even the most minute progress in the beginning. And then when you do work with them in new environments, it's going to be a bit challenging the first many times, but look at the big picture. You've got a dog that's going to be around many, many years. What's a few training sessions now in order to set up the future and make it better? So guys, I hope this advice helps. Check out my main channel where I have leash walking videos. I am working on one epic leash walking video that's really detailed and great, but that's a project for the future. If this video was helpful and you enjoyed it, click thumbs up. Tell me how your dog behaves on a leash in different environments. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.